Good day, everyone! Welcome to this special edition of JMarian Talk, where we gather to explore the essence of peace, unity, and the shared values that make us proud JMarians. I am Christine Joy Pastor, your Senior High School SSG President, and I am thrilled to guide you through this enlightening journey today. Now, let us welcome our esteemed guests, each bringing unique perspectives to our conversation. So, warm greetings, my fellow JMarians. So for our first guest, we have here Miss Franzi Juanela from grade 12 Neon.
Good day, Tin. Good day, fellow JMarians, and I am thrilled to be here for this JMarian Talk episode where we will be answering questions in relation to peace and unity in relation to the current event, United Nations.
So for our second guest, we have here Miss Chloe Nelson from grade 12 Curium.
Good day, Teen. Good day, fellow JMarians. I am thrilled to be here and I'm feeling enlightened to answer all your queries and questions.
So for our third guest, we have Miss Maria Leia Capunay from grade 11 Amber.
So, a pleasant day, everyone. I am so happy to be here today. I am Maria Leia Luella Capunay from grade 11 Amber.
And next, we have Mr. Harsi Martor from grade 12 Neon.
I'm Harsi Martor from grade 12 Neon. I am actually glad to be here and thank you for having me.
And next, we have Mr. Josh Worsley from grade 12 Beryllium.
Hi guys, what's up? This is Josh Worsley from grade 12 Beryllium. I'm so excited to be here.
And next, last but not the least, we have Mr. Adriel Viol from grade 12 Neon.
Good day, fellow JMarians. Good day, fellow speakers. And of course, good day to our host, Ms. Christine Pastor. I'm quite excited to be here to answer questions related to peace and the stability of the world.
So, thank you for joining us here on the JMarian Talk. So, are you now ready to answer my questions? Yes? Okay, so without further ado, let's move on to our small talk. So, for your first question, so what object, in your opinion, best symbolizes peace, and why do you hold that meaning for you? So, Miss Franzi?
Okay, so for me, I believe that a pen signifies peace. Just like if we go back to our history in the Philippines, where our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, used his poems and novels to enlighten our Filipinos. And I believe that also a pen can ignite someone to read that literature and make them be part of the world and make them realize that they can also be part of the peace that we will be having in the future. So I think our journalism, our literature, and a simple pen can change how we look into the world and may enlighten peace for everyone.
So it's peace from a silent way of fighting. So for the next speaker.
So for me, I personally think it's a dove. Although cliche, I genuinely believe that it is one of the best symbols of peace because ever since we were young, it has been instilled that it is the symbol of peace. And despite our many religions, our differences, our beliefs, and that is the beauty of humanity, that we as humans see one symbol as our hope and our harmonization.
So from biblical context. So next for Miss Maria Leia.
Okay, so I think paper best symbolizes peace because in school it represents a tool for learning, understanding, and even communication through written. So paper is a key aspect of promoting peace in the academic journey.
For me, first of all, this is a great question, right? This is a great question. Just as the same as Chloe, my symbol is, the object is the dove itself. Why? Because it has a right to, it's free, it has a right to move, it has a right to make its own decisions. If we put the same thing into humans, if humans are free to express themselves, if they have the opportunity to make their own decisions, it's more likely to be happy and peaceful. It all interrelates with each other.
For me, an eagle symbolizes my peace because it represents strength, freedom, and watching over us. Because for me, every time when I see an eagle, it is so amazing and unique, giving me the feeling of just power, like amazing feeling of uniqueness and freedom. It's such an amazing, creation.
For me, I didn't go for a bird, or I went with a flower. As you can see here, this here is a lotus, commonly found in South Asia. So when we say lotus, we usually think, oh, it's enlightenment, oh, it's rebirth. But for me, the lotus cycle itself, the life cycle for lotus, perfectly represents what peace is. Because the lotus grows on any kind of muddy waters. And I believe peace grows in any kinds of violence, despite the fact that there are many issues, there are many killed. If we look at the thing that is stopping peace, if we can cut it from its roots, then we can achieve peace. We can bloom as one. Thank you.
So, as from your answers, you have different perspective on how you view peace. So, but I believe that it's so good that we have this conversation where we discuss, or like we share our own perspective of what is peace. Because I believe that having this different perspective can come as one. So like makaka-create tayo ng peace from each other, because we understand each other's perspective, not just our own perspective, but also other perspectives. So thank you for that wonderful answers. So for our second question, we have here, why do you think peace is so vital in our world today, and how does it affect you personally and your community?
So thank you for that wonderful question. And in line with the happenings around our world today, I believe that peace is very, very important, and it is essential in our community. Because if we lack peace, I don't think there will be innovation and development for any of us. So if we lack peace, there will be destruction in the food chain or the economic chain. So that's why I believe that it is important for us, because nobody wins at war. We only win when we are in peace and we grow together and build a nation that we are proud of, a peaceful nation where everyone can be happy and have the freedom that we have now. And I hope that this talking about peace and talking about our perspective, the youth, that we will also enlighten everyone that peace is very important and it must be given utmost importance. No matter the time, date, or place, it must be given to everyone, because a peace of mind is the greatest gift that will be given to us all. Yes.
So I do believe that peace indeed plays a vital role, for it is what unites us as one, and in a world full of chaos, we deserve that sanctuary of peace that keeps us at bay. And I genuinely believe it affects our community, because when we have peace, we communicate and we unite as one. And when we unite as one, we harmonize, and we harmonize as one for the betterment of our community.
In a world full of problems or challenges, peace is very crucial these days. It actually helps us in many ways. It gives us better communication and collaboration through nations, and peace contributes to mental and emotional health. It reduces stress and anxiety to all individuals. So without peace, we face chaos and conflicts. And I do believe that without love, there is no peace.
All is love. Right. Peace is really essential in the world today, because peace itself is the foundation of a happy, healthy, and a prosperous society. Without peace, yes, indeed, there will be no growth, no development, no progress itself. But peace is required, because peace is also one of the most important aspects when it comes to progress in societies and communities. And then peace can be made only if we all work together, not just one person. We need to be working together in order to make peace. Otherwise, there will be chaos all around.
For me, peace is mine is actually quite different. Peace is like glue that holds everything together, especially in this time, because Without it, there's just chaos. Peace means more strength, more opportunities, and better quality of life for everyone.
For me, peace is a foundation for a better tomorrow. Because if we do not start developing a peaceful today, how can we guarantee that there will be a tomorrow in the first place? Because by building peace, we communicate with each other. We understand one another. Even though despite these issues, with peace, we can at least talk about it before we go fight for it. And with peace, we can at least go build a better tomorrow with everyone who is happy and with a stable economy, nation, and of course, community.
So, from your definition of peace, for you, it comes from within, it starts from within, a peace of mind, and then because if you have peace within, as you all said, that there will be growth, there will be oneness in all of us. So as one, we can create peace, and with peace, we can develop and grow as a community.
Yes, true.
So thank you all for that answers. And last, for the small talks, we have, when you see or hear about the wars and conflicts happening in the other parts of the world, what does it make you feel, and what do you believe we can do to help promote peace globally?
Actually, it devastated me and somewhat brings a disappointment feeling for me, because as we can see from what is taught to us, that they say that adults, as we see adults as our role models, but in the time and day now, it feels like they are not doing what they're supposed to do, because as the next generation, we follow what we see in our world, and from now it feels like we've lost that role model that we look up to. So I feel devastated and sad and somewhat disappointed that even though they need to be a good example, because as just like what Adi said, we need peace now to have a future. So if they themselves do not find that peace, I don't think that we will be having our futures. That's why it gives me the disappointment and sadness, and also fear of what if they do not resolve this problem that they are having now. What if they do not give importance to peace, and they keep on looking at what is present and what they need to fix now, that they put us aside, put our futures aside as the next generation. Because once again, if we do not have peace, community would not be one, and it takes a community to raise a child. That's why I believe that our community, the adults, and even us, should be an example of peace. That's why it must be given utmost importance. And yes, that I hope that they will also think about the future of what they're doing now, that it does not actually benefit anyone, because wars, no one wins a war, right? So the other side loses, and also the other side loses. So I hope that this would enlighten them, and also the adults, that they are our role models. So what they do, we will follow. So it's nice that they should also look into themselves and find their peace within themselves, so that we also have a future of peace and love. Because in the end, all we need is love.
So for me, it genuinely saddens me, and I feel helpless at times, because there are ways we really can't directly help them, and it just saddens me that something so tragic as a war is taking away the livelihood and the lives of innocent people, and they are putting a barrier around our community instead of harmonizing and becoming one. And we are fortunate enough to live in a generation where we have the modern technology to spread awareness that this is wrong. They are taking away basic human rights, which don't harmonize us as one. So that's all I can say.
So, I feel sad and deeply concerned when I hear about wars happening in some regions, and for me to promote peace globally, I will actively promote or tell everyone about justice. And I think by treating everyone fairly, there is peace. We should treat everyone with the same respect and kindness even when they are upset or mad.
Talking about the wars and conflicts, I think it depresses me and makes me feel helpless, just as Chloe, because the war which is going on right now is Israel and Hamas. I feel saddened because whenever I feel guilt whenever I do some random chores, normal chores. I feel like every single minute there are people dying out there, which makes me feel bad. However, we can help. We can help make peace. Like we can start promoting the tolerance between religions and other communities, and we can start promoting and joining the organizations that help make peace globally, so that we can have a better future.
For me, the difference between, like, it's just very upsetting for me because, like, yeah, again, what Sim said, like, there's people getting injured there, dying, just because of, like, hatred and, like, the different religions and stuff like that. So for me, we have to explore and learn from people of different religions and nationalities by embracing each other's differences to curiosity instead of hatred or power.
In the current situation we are in, I feel quite distressed and I feel quite afraid of the next action that the world would take. Because if this war has already the recent war, which is again in Israel and Pakistan, Palestinian, I'm sorry, it's Israel and Palestinian. This war has already taken the lives of numerous children. And what goes to say that this war isn't spread to the whole world? That is what I'm anxious about, because the decisions of the ones in power could affect the ones at the bottom, and they will never, and they will not feel the price unless, of course, they will see the price itself. So I feel quite distressed and afraid. For what we can do, I believe we need to be more aware of the situation around us, because from what I have observed, there's a lot of misinformation saying that one side is right, the other side is wrong. And another news source claims that, oh, this side is right, this side is wrong. We need to be critical of the information we think, and we need to really know the story of each side, and to judge them based on what we know, and not really what we know, but of what we truly know. That's all.
So, yes, that it's really saddening, no, that there's wars and conflicts happening around us now, and yes, it all affects us. It's not just them, but also in the future it could also affect us. So that's why we need to promote peace, of course, to not just within our community but also globally. So as what Miss Chloe Nelson said, na we have here the technology that helps us to spread the peace throughout the world, and of course to be critical of the information that we take in from the internet. So thank you for those insights. So the atmosphere in the room suddenly goes down, so let's add a bit of fun in our conversation. So yeah, so are you ready for this challenge? So for this challenge, I will randomly call a number, and once your number is called, your challenge is to sing your name out loud. So are you ready? It's up to you. You can use your nickname or ano. Okay, so who will be your lucky number for today? I'm thinking of lucky number 4. Please, number 4. Oh.
I would choose to sing my nickname. Which is Simar, and let me try to sing it somehow. Simar. Was that good? Was that good?
Yeah. Malalaman talaga natin dito sino yung singer, no? So, for the next number, we have number 2. Ay!
I'm inspired by a childhood show. I'm gonna sing my name. Chloe, 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 the Explorer.
Nice one. Okay, for the next number, we have number 6. Let's go.
Yes. Wait, I need to calm down. I am not used to singing in front of cameras. Ako pala si Adi Bion. Galing sa grade 12 ngayon. Enjoy nyo ang JMarian Talk. Dahil kami ay nag-enjoy dito.
So, he discovered a new talent today. Yes. Okay. So, for the next number, we have number 1.
Go, Frenzy!
Okay, so in line with the Halloween that happened, I'm going to sing my name in a horror scary way. Thank you.
Okay, so we have how many numbers left? We have 2 more. Who will be the next lucky number? Number 5.
Oh, yeah, boy. I'm too scared. I don't know what you. Just kidding. I'm just gonna do like something similar, Kaisim. Like, full name, ba? Should I do full name? Hello, po. This is Josh Worsley.
And last but not the least, we have number 3.
Okay, oh my god, I have no idea how to sing this. Oh my god, I'm not ready to sing this. I just created this song right away, just now. Okay, so, Leah, Leah is right here today.
So it just shows how creative JMarians can be at the moment, no? Nakita ang true talent. So this time, let us be entertained by our fellow JMarian from grade 11 Pearl, Julian Carlo Osorio, to sing us a song entitled One Day. Let's give him a round of applause.
Sometimes I lay under the moon. I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it take me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood-drenched pavement, keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you away. Get away. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it take me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, stop with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like way up, way up, way up, way up. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day.
Thank you, Julian, for that wonderful rendition. Truly, JMarians are very talented. Now, as we dive into the heart of our institution, let us reflect on the wisdom of our founding president, Reverend Dr. Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy. His message sets the tone for our journey towards justice, order, spirituality, empowerment, motivation, accountability, respect, integrity, and action-oriented living. Now let us watch this video.
As a world ambassador of peace, I'm praying for Palestine. I'm praying for Israel. Equally, I'm praying for all the nations of the earth to be enlightened. I'm praying for our country's leaders that they will not be deceived by the NPAs. Don't befriend them. They are snakes hiding in the bush. They need to be saved also. But the devil that is inside of them that wants to subjugate us to a godless ideology must be rebuked and must be buried right there in the ground. Huwag tayong magpaloko. Wala tayong kinamumuhian dito. Ay, naloloko na yung iba. Pagkaibigan mo daw yung China, traitor ka. Kamuhian daw natin ng China. Hate na naman. Condemn China. Hate China. That's hate. No, no, no. We will not succumb to that. Even if you are my leader and you tell me to hate others, I'll tell you, I rebuke you. Hate will only destroy us all. If you hate them, now I'm speaking physically as a Filipino. Let the Quran and the Word of God sit there first. I'm talking as a natural Filipino. If you say, condemn them, China, condemn and hate them, do they not have the right to hate you back? Do they have the right, do they not have the right to fight you back? Don't they have that right? If you say, hate them, condemn them, don't they have the right to condemn you also? Don't they have the right to hate you also? Now if that happens, they hate us, we hate them. They have big guns than us. What happens to us? They have missiles and we have quitis. Foolish people only do that. Persuasion doesn't come only by hating others. Instead, when you hate others, you repel them and they will hate you back. Hate against hate will destroy you, like what they are doing in the Middle East today, like they are doing in Ukraine today. Love will conquer all. That's why 1 Corinthians chapter 13 says, there is three that remains in this world: faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love. God is love. He that loveth not knoweth not God, because God is love. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Do you go to heaven by killing other people? Do you go to heaven by hating other people? You will not see God there, because God is love. The God of the Muslims, the God of the Christians, the God of Judah, there is a God of love who created us all. We will not go there when we hate one another, because when you go to heaven, all you see there is love. I've been there. I've visited that place so many times. When you even enter into the portals of the seventh heaven without any words, your tears begin to flow, not because of sadness, but the thickness of the love that you feel is like 1,000 roses that covers you from head to foot. No hate. What you feel is the oozing of the love of God. Have you loved your children? How do you love your children? You embrace them, you kiss them. You cannot see the invisible God, but that is how you feel. So, if you are trying to murder someone and say, I'm going to heaven, no, you are not going there. I'm sorry to tell you that. The Quran also says that he that kills unjustly will never taste of the scent of paradise. Hallelujah. Love. Love. Love your fellow man. Love God above all else. Love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love one another, that the world may know you are my disciple. I love all of you, whatever religion you belong, whatever race you belong, whatever culture you belong, whatever state of society you belong. I love the human soul. I love humanity. I love the humanity of people. I love the Palestinians. I love the Arabs. I love the Jewish people. I love the Chinese. I love the Americans. I love the Canadians. I love the Europeans. I love humanity. I want to preserve you. Look at my chapa. Ambassador of world peace. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Those who love God, clap your hands. Praise Him as you've never praised Him before.
Truly the founding president of our beloved institution, Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated, Reverend Dr. Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy, is the United Nations Ambassador for Peace. With his message of love, there is really hope amidst the wars happening these days. Let us discard hate and let love be the priority among nations, for love is the greatest commandment. How about you, JMarians? How powerful is love in gaining peace?
For me, I believe that love is the most powerful among all the things in the world, because through love, impossible things become possible. First, let's see from our perspective as students, if we love something, we do what we can to achieve what we want to have. So love is our main motivation. And I think it goes back to the golden rule. Do not do unto others what you don't want to do unto you. So I believe we should love everyone. In order for everyone to love us, we need to give something so that we can reap something also. So that's what I got from the video given to us by Pastor Apollo, that love should be our main thought first when we do something. That if we show love, love will also go to us. And good things come from love. Although there are, I think, certain things, but I think those type of love is the wrong type of love, because love heals everyone and love gives peace to everyone.
From the heart.
So, from what we have discussed here earlier, I think the main message is clear. All we need is love, and I think that quote may be quite controversial, because you might say, "Oh, we don't really need love." Not really, some let's say that, but all we need is love, talaga. Because much like what Franzi said, if we truly love something, we won't feel like that it's burdening us. Much like the mirror example, where if we show a face full of hate, the mirror will show another face full of hate. So much like in the real world, if us, the Philippines, decide to say, let's say, oh, we don't like this oppression by a certain country, we will start to hate you, they have the right to hate us back. And they will have the right to hit us. So basically, our nation, our developing nation, has no chance to fight against another nation, because one, we have few resources. So if we do decide to fight against a nation who we think as oppressors, then most of the time we will most likely lose because of our weakened economy, especially in the situation we are in right now. Basically, what I'm trying to say, we don't need to show them hate. We just need to make them understand our perspective, to show them love in a way of understanding one another. I believe that's the answer to all conflicts.
Okay, thank you for those answers to us. What you are trying to say, that if we what we show to others, most probably they will also show that to us. So it's like the golden rule. If you don't want other people to do those kind of things to you, you shouldn't do them. You shouldn't do that to them. So if they show us hate, instead of throwing that back to them as a hate or as rock, syempre, it will create chaos, it will create war. So instead of just throwing that back, the hate back to them, why don't we give them love? Like, why don't we show them love, so that there's a balance, like there will be balance, so there's more a chance for the situation to turn around instead of going for wars and conflicts. So there will be an understanding. So as proud JMarians, let's discuss the application of these values in fostering harmonious relationships within our community. So how do you personally contribute to creating a peaceful environment based on the core values of the JMC, which are the justice, order, spirituality, empowerment, motivation, accountability, respect, integrity, and action-oriented living?
As we can see, it was, in my perspective, which I went here in GMCs during junior high school, where these core values were introduced. And for me, I think we come back to the quote or saying that actions speak louder than words. That no matter how much they instill us these things, if we do not apply it to ourselves, it's useless. So no matter how much you teach that to someone, if they do not understand its values and why it is important, and they do not act upon it, it will become useless. That's why I think as students, as we are right now, I think that we should use all of these values as foundation in doing and in facing the challenges we face daily. So we apply all of these things, these core values, to become the best versions of ourselves. Because in the end, actions speak louder than words. So let's not just be this all talk, all lessons. As you can see in all of our lessons that our teachers taught us, there is always a performance task.
Yes.
Where we apply what we learned, right? So I think this will become a lesson that should be instilled with us, that when we face the real world, the performance task, or our future, because we cannot stay in this institution for very long, because we need to face the world. So let us use these values into us and use them as foundation and become the change in the society, because these values were given to us for a reason. They should not be just kept to us. We should also show it to them, that this is what a JMarian is. This is what was instilled to us. And therefore, we will show it to them, and hopefully, they will get this from us. Like the mirror, that what we show is what we will also be given. So let's show justice, respect, integrity to everyone, so that everyone will show it also to us. And we will build a better community, a peaceful community for all. Yes, that's my answer.
Thank you.
I believe we can build a harmonious relationship with our community by embodying these core values. As Francie said, actions speak louder than words. If we embody these core values, we show to others that we are the core values they have implemented into us since we were children, since I have been here since I was a child. So I know these core values very well to my heart. So when we embody them, when we feel them in our heart and mind, we can show it to others, and that can motivate them into improving our community and setting no boundaries, which can harmonize us as one. And as one, we can become better. We can build a better generation. And that's all.
To establish a harmonious relationship within JMarian College Foundation community, I will actively promote justice, treating people fairly, giving motivation, respect, integrity, and be action or goal-oriented. By promoting these core values, I aim positively contribute to our community and to have a better connection with my fellow students, my fellow JMarians, and members of our institution.
For me, I think making a harmonious community is like, just be kind. The main thing is you gotta be kind. You need to listen to others. You need to be open-minded so that you can look for new perspectives. You need to look for new opinions, and that's a key motive. Like that's a key to a peaceful society and a community. And talking about in school, we need to listen to others instead of saying that there are two differences. There's that you are wrong, or that can be, that could be, or should be, instead of saying directly that you are wrong. So there are plenty of ways that you can say something which might be offensive and which might be captivating, that might not be that offensive as if you're saying no. So there's a difference. We need to learn the difference, and then talking about the root causes of such conflicts that won't let the society be harmonized, being peaceful. It's like you need to look for the root causes, which are the inequality, injustice, poverty. We need to solve such causes so that we can live in a harmonized and peaceful society together.
For me, as a student of JMarian College, same with Francie and Chloe, I've been here since a kid, so I also know the core values. And yeah, as they said, we have to apply it and make sure you know what you're doing before teaching the other kids, the next generation. And as my father said, always lead by example. Because there's no point teaching other people if you can't lead yourself. You have to make sure you know what you're doing and then pass it on to the next generation. and always be kind and always smile at the first day.
From my perspective, creating a harmonious relationship with community means not only to align yourself with the core values of the school, meaning to apply them, to be an example for them, but it also means to communicate what you truly need and what you truly want from each other. Because I believe communication allows us to understand each other. If we only lead by action, how will they understand the actions we are doing? Because if we do not talk properly, we do not talk clearly about why we are doing those things, then we will never hope to achieve harmony and unity with one another. The core value of the school is very important. We need to embody them, but we also need to talk, to create a platform of open dialogue with one another to solve, like what Tim said, inequality. Because not everyone gets a chance to speak. And by giving everyone a chance to speak, a chance to talk about their own story, then we understand, then we harmonize each other, then we create a peaceful and harmonious community.
So thank you for those answers. So from what I understand from your answers, so peace, so it all starts from within. So you have to be an example. You have to be the role model. So as we have been instilled this core values of the Jose College Foundation. So it's not just embodying this, but also, yes, we not just in action, but also in words. Because like, how can other people understand our actions if we don't communicate what we truly feel, right? So it's not, so in communication, it's not just non-verbal communication, but also the verbal communication. So it takes a two for peace to develop. So we have this understanding in all in our community, or to our fellow JMarians, or to our the people of the community. Okay, so as we wrap up this engaging conversation, I want to express my gratitude to our esteemed guests. Thank you for being part of the JMarian Talk, and of course to our JMarian community. So remember that peace is a collective journey, and it all starts with a meaningful conversation and shared values. So thank you for being part of the JMarian Talk. Until next time, stay inspired and united. I am Christine Joyce Pastor, your SSG President, signing off.